Right, today's vlog's coming at you from a place I couldn't have imagined 4 weeks ago. I took my son to Wookey Hole. We climbed, we explored, we laughed, we lived. And while I was there, amongst all the dinosaurs, it hit me like a punch in the snoz. I wouldn't have done this a month ago. I would have found an excuse. Too busy, too tired, I didn't feel well. But the truth is, I would have let my weight stop me. And I was back in that place from 13 years ago. Roll the intro!
Woke up this morning, pants too tight. Looked in the mirror, gave myself a fright. Tea in one hand, biscuit in the other. Time to change this dance, my butter lover.
Morning. It is day 26 and today is my very good friend's birthday, and sadly she is in London, so I won't see her, but happy birthday, Catherine. I hope you're well and you're keeping your spirits high. It's going to be an interesting day. I've got my little boy, so pick him up in a minute. I've got him for the weekend because it is his mum's birthday soon and she's gone away for the weekend. So I have my monkey, which is fantastic. Always a challenge because, like I say, he always tries to give me fish fingers and stuff. I had some interesting feedback on my vlog yesterday. Somebody messaged me this morning and they reposted my video and said that they were sad that my channel isn't growing at the speed I'd like. So she'd like to repost my video. Excuse me. Like to repost my video. I had 2 messages this morning. One from her saying she wanted to repost my video and the post is lovely. You know, it's dropped over 3 stone so far and it's got a bit of a journey ahead of her, but I know she'll do it. She's amazing. And she said that she knows I swear because I care. It rhymes. Haha. Not many nerds, but Mitchell's a poet. But yes, she knows I swear because I care. I'm glad that that's the case. I'm glad that people do know that. Because although it is a technique to try and get your attention, it is also down at the end of my tether. I got this thing, I hate to see people in pain. I genuinely hate to see people in pain. I hated it when I was a nurse. I hated it on the ambulances. I did everything I could. The truth be told, and I mention him quite a lot, Lawrence, because he really did help me save my life. Genuinely, I don't think I'd be stood here. I'm not stood here. I don't think I'd be here if it wasn't for that guy. And I miss him every day. And I feel sad and angry that I couldn't help him. He always had this idea for me to do what I'm doing. And I think because that's been in my head, it's driven me to do this. Listen, he drives me all the time. I'm having a posthumous competition with the man. I quite literally have a friendly ghost that follows me. And he was a maverick and he did things his own way and he got a lot of heat for that. And I know I got it coming. I've got... You know, he always said to me, you'll know when you're really doing well because people will start hating on you. And they haven't started hating on me yet, but I know that'll come and I need to be strong because I promise you, nothing I do is to hurt anyone. I just haven't got that in me. But enough of that. It is day 26. I got away in a couple of days. And the truth be told, I have no idea that I've even dropped anything this week. But for me, it's about being on plan for the next... I've got, I think it's 23 weeks. It was 23 weeks yesterday till I come off. And I'm committing to that. And because I'm committing to it, I want to do it. I really want to do it. And I can remember I did 100 days of no drinking. And this was like 4 years ago. It was like before dry January was a thing and, you know, all the rest of it. And on day 97, on day 97, I was going on holiday abroad with my friends. And I can remember people kept saying, I just got to day 94 and people were going, oh yeah, but you know, you're going away in 3 days time, you know, it'll be all right, wouldn't it? I was like, you've done it really. I was like, what the fuck are you talking about? It wasn't a 97-day challenge, it was a 100-day challenge. So for the first part of my holiday, I didn't have a beer. When you commit to something, you commit to it, right? Also, I can remember I was challenged by a man called Jason Bale. You'll not remember this, but he challenged me. I went to see him speak with Tony Robbins, and we met, and he asked me what I did. I told him blah, blah, blah. And he said 3 words to me that if you say these 3 things to me, it gets me, you know? He said, I challenge you to do juicing for a month and see where it does for you. I was like, okay, challenge accepted. Go on it. And I dropped weight, and I didn't necessarily need to, but the byproduct of it was I felt amazing. I felt absolutely stunning. But the day before I was due to complete the month, the 30 days, my granddad died. And my granddad, along with Lawrence, was my superhero. He was also the first guy who said to me, actually in this room, it's Ringo. Ringo always likes to be in a vlog. But he said to me, because I was lying in this room, it didn't look like this, but I was lying in this room on my bed. I was 37 and I'd been crying. I was going nowhere in my life. I wanted to die. And he came in and said, how you doing, kiddo? I said, not great, really, because the state of me. And he said, do you know the only tool you need to sort this out, son, is here in your bones? He said, humans don't use their brains anywhere near to the capacity that they have it. And you can do anything with your brain. Apply it. So when he died, it was really hard. And him and Lawrence died within months of each other. I was on day 29, the day he died, of this juicing experiment. And I was sat, because I'm an ex-nurse. And I know I always talk about it, but it's 2 jobs that I'm very, very proud of. I loved my work on ambulances. I always wanted to be a paramedic. And anybody in my family that dies, I lay them out. Now, that may seem really morbid, but it's the last true honour that you can do for anyone. And I remember when I used to work on the wards, and obviously I've done this a lot out in people's homes when they've passed away, but when I used to work on the wards, I would wash them, brush their hair, and I'd talk to them the whole time. Because they say your hearing's the last thing to go. And not only that, if it was my dad, granddad, brother, sister, whatever, I'd want someone to take care of it. And so I talked to them, and I'd put flowers in their room. I'd put their favourite aftershave on, or give them a shave, dress them appropriately, and just feel really humbled by having that honour to do it. So I did it for both of my grandparents. And on this day, I was laying my granddad out, and it's on day 29 of the juicing experiment. As he died, because this is the point, we were all sat in his room with him, and the nursing staff were coming in and out, and this nurse said, she brought in tea and cake and stuff, and she said, do you want cake? I said, no thanks. She said, what's that? And I said, I'm doing this juicing experiment. Tomorrow's my last day. And she said, it won't hurt. She said, come on, have a cup of tea and a bit of cake. Go on. And in the end, I had to turn around to her. And bless her, she was just being kind. And it wasn't horrible, but she kept pushing and pushing. I said, if I eat the cake, is that going to make the fucker breathe again? She said, sorry? I said, is it going to make him breathe again? And she said, no. I said, right. I said, I don't want it then. Because that man, if he taught me nothing, he taught me when you commit to something, you see it through. And I was definitely not going to fuck it up on that day. He bloody owned me. So I know I can do this because I've promised Lawrence. And even if I get no clients out of it, even if I get no followers or people who watch the channel, if I get nothing out of it other than getting to drop my weight and document my journey, winner, packet of powder dinner. Plus I proved my theory right, don't I? So anyway, that is like the longest in bed video you've got from me. But I hope this is showing you why it's important to me, because it is. TMI, you've got a bit of a win, and you've got to celebrate the wins. Just drop something on the floor. I ain't gonna... Didn't even think about it. Just bent straight down, picked it up, put it back on the shelf. Things like that. Like, for you people who've always been slim, you won't understand it. But fuck, what a good feeling. And the other day, I didn't get this, but I could take the slug out of the bath without having to get out. I just bent forward. And me guts didn't stop it. This shit's important. Tell me. Sorry about the random skin stuff. I run in here.
No,
I was trying to run in the shop.
like doing this.
Oh, you sneak in. So
You have to be on that side. You have to be on that side.
I gotta go on this side.
Yeah.
Don't run off. This is gonna be interesting. So this is my mum and dad's shop in Burnham-on-Sea, and it's got amazing stuff in here. And they're going to sell some of my t-shirts. Even better, right? Shoot, lost my son. Dude, look at this. Carry on. I recognise that from my kitchen. Julian's, the store with more, Burnham-on-Sea. So we've just been to see Granny and Sandy Calf, and one of us has had an ice cream and a breakfast. And who would that be? Which one would that be? Is it Darlo? Yes. Daddy didn't, did he? What did Daddy have? Oh, I did. I had something. What did I have? A hug. You give me a hug.
Take me over to them.
Well, this is going to be difficult, dude. Look. Look, quick. In the van. Daddy had a coffee, by the way. But we are going to attempt to go to Wookey Hole.
Daddy, what?
We're off to Wookey Hole. Fingers crossed that we can get in. And we're going to go to the cave. And not only are we going to go to the cave, they've got an adventure playground there, I think.
What?
If I remember. Yeah, they've got an adventure playground.
Why?
Because it's so cool. And they've got a water mill and a paper mill where they make paper. I know, amazing. You don't just buy paper in a shop, you know. Trees. Did you know that? And trees are good for us because it gives us oxygen. Didn't know that either.
There's a smoker.
So, pardon?
Smoker here.
Oh, no, it's not a smoker, that's a lighter.
That's a lighter.
Yeah.
Doing smokers.
Oh, for doing smokers. Anyway, so we're going to listen to Ghostbusters and go to Wookey Hole. Here we go. Say that again. What are we doing?
So,
We've got to fill in the map, right?
like,
So we're at Wookey Hole. It's cost 43 quid.
so you're gonna.
Wait.
So
When we what?
when we see something,
Yeah.
then you're gonna give it to me, and then you're gonna give the map to me, and then I'm gonna colour it in.
Right.
And we go on to it.
So here we go. 43 quid to get into Wookey Hole Caves. Which, mind you, there's quite a lot. There's an adventure playground here and stuff. So, and kids eat free today. But only if they do it by 3 o'clock. But you've already eaten, dude, haven't you?
Yeah, well, I don't care.
No, I don't. Daddy's not eating today. He's only had one product. It's a fucking steep hill.
Where's the monkey?
There he is, right in front of you. Look, the gorilla.
No,
Big, huge thing.
No, where's the monkey?
It's not a monkey, it's a gorilla.
No, where's the monkeys?
It's a gorilla.
Said there's monkeys.
I know, you're a monkey.
That's fun.
Run, he says. Can't run a bath, babe. Do not climb, it says. I know. We got to get there first.
There's no real.
We got to get through the caves.
I thought
Now you got old daddy's hand going through the
you
caves.
said that.
Yeah, you got to hold on to daddy.
If there's any scary things,
Yeah. Just waiting for our guide.
I can see stones.
Yeah. And you'll see stalactites and stalagmites. Have you learnt about those at school?
No.
Oh, you got such a treat coming your way, dude. Whew. I tell you what, although that's a bit of a puff, I would have been absolutely blowing
Where
3 weeks ago. That stone and a half. Happy that's gone. And do you know what? Because I've been here when I was slim. Where's the one? You just got to wait for the next guide. He'll be here in a minute, don't you worry.
Wait, is he coming from there?
Yeah. And I don't remember being puffed like walking up there when I did that. Hey yo.
Oh my god.
What?
She's annoying.
Listen, you got to be patient, dude. Oh, you've already been here 30 seconds. That's the problem with this day and age, isn't it? Like, I try to keep my vlogs as small as possible, like 8 minutes, 12 minutes, and people still, I get probably of my 12 minutes, I get views. I get people watching all the way through, but I get, like, on average, my views are like 6 minutes.
Which apparently that's good.
When is he coming?
Oh, just stand at the top of the stairs, Steve. Whoa, dude. Look at it. It's amazing, isn't it? There's going to be a what? She is down here. Look at those colours, dude. Go right down this side. See where there used to be a boat here, mate.
So this is the chamber one.
And he fell, and it fell down, tumbled down all the way to the river down here.
And in that, his candle went out. So he was all alone in the darkness. And if we look up here, we have some straws in the ceiling. Now, can you see how the white tips at the end are white? Oh, it's very cool.
Right, hold on to Dad's wallet. Alright, yeah, you got it. You're right, I'm there with you. That's it. Look down there, dude.
And down at the bottom is where the cave divers will swam.
Keep going, keep going. That's it. Oh, look. Just hang on for a sec. Look down there, dude. Okay. You hold on. Dude. Ooh. Ooh. Look at that, dude. Well, that was something I wasn't expecting us to be doing today, and it certainly wasn't the vlog I was expecting to do today. But we've had a great day, haven't we, Arlo? And it's not over yet. We're just coming out of the cave. And when we come out of it, it's an amazing view, and there's like an adventure park, and there's dinosaurs, and there's even an amusement arcade, Arlo. So we'll go in there and see, and a paper mill. There's a paper mill as well.
And a watermill.
And yeah, so
This is so fun today.
yeah, it's so fun. We had the best day ever.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Wait, shall we go here tomorrow?
Again?
Yeah.
You want to hear it all again, do you?
Yeah.
So,
I'm going to do it again.
it was our day. Wait, looks to your right. What's that over there? Look. Can you hear it? Come here. Look at that. Wow. I said it before, I live in the most amazing place.
Oh, there's a...
And there's the waterfall. Look, come here, dude. Look. Listen, we've been doing this today. I want to tell you something, all right? Being fat stops me doing things like this. And that is shit.
Are we going into the park?
Yes, darling.
Yeah.
People allow their weight to define who they are and what they do. And that's sad. And I want to help put a stop to that. It's quite sad that you stop living life because of fat. And even though on the way up to the way I am now, I probably wouldn't have done anything, because I'm doing something positive about it. I want to do stuff. I want to get out. I want to see people. I want to get my life back. When I was slim, I'd walk everywhere.
I want to go over there and sit.
Okay, fine. I'd walk everywhere. I would go and do everything. I wanted to be a part of everything. And then as you put on weight and get down and depressed, you just stop. You stop caring. You stop wanting to explore fun. It really hit me today, actually, about how much time my weight has robbed from me. It didn't just affect my health. It robbed moments with people that I really care about. It made me skip days out, avoid mirrors, crazy or not. I'd even cross the road if I saw someone I knew coming the other way. I was making excuses instead of memories. And the worst part, I let it. I let the fear, the shame, the what if someone sees me looking like this crap run my fucking life. But here's the thing. Today I said no. No to shame, no to fear, and no to every other fucker. When my son said to me, Daddy, I want to go to Wookey Hole, I said, yeah. I didn't hide. I showed up for my son and for me. And that's what this journey is really all about. I'd forgotten all those feelings from 13 years ago. I want to tell you about something that I haven't really talked about too much from back then. And it hit me today. It's a moment that all sticks in my bones, to be honest. Even now, to a certain degree. There's this place in Burnham that there's like up to 6, 7, 8 XL clothes. And I was stood in this changing room with a 4XL shirt, sweating, panicking. It was a good friend of mine's birthday. And I couldn't find a single excuse to get out of it. But honestly, I didn't want to go. Not like this. My shirt didn't fit. My body didn't even feel like mine. And those fucking mirrors were showing me every angle I've been trying to avoid. At 37, I sat in this change room crying. It was like hideous. In that little tiny cubicle, I sat there like this little boy, ashamed, quiet, just blubbing quietly so that nobody would hear. And then I did what I always used to do back then. Slapped a smile on it, went out in this ill-fitting shirt, and I stuck 14 pints of cider down me Gregory. And I played the part that everybody had grown to expect me to play. I made people laugh before they could judge. But they were anyway. And not in a horrible way. I remember that night, a friend of mine coming up to me, because I was doing a speech. Like hours before, I was sat in this fucking change room thinking, I don't want to go. And now I'm on stage, holding a microphone, giving it Lord Billy Big Bollocks. And afterwards, my mate came up to me, good friend of mine, and he said to me, please stop. I said, what are you talking about? He said, all this facade, you're killing yourself. And I know you're not happy. What did I do? I went, oh, fuck off. Come on, let's go and have a beer. Went and had another few beers. And he said, I can't stand here and watch it anymore, mate. I'm going. He went. I always made it that if I was the joke, then if I could get in before anybody else, then it'd be all right. But inside I was wrecked. And if that's ever been you, stuck inside your own body, cowering inside, hoping that no one will actually see you, I see you. And it's okay. And I promise you, you can turn this around. I'm doing it day by day. And today's little trip out made me realise that it's easy to get back to that place. Because that's where I was a month and a half ago. Crossing the street, not going out, avoiding seeing people I knew, wearing the same black. So I'm doing this day by day. I'm showing you the same. So write in the comments, let me know what you're doing, how you are. DM me privately. I don't care. Just reach out because I am that person that will understand. Okay?
A what? Where was he? Oh yeah, I see, yeah. All these dinosaurs do. Doing bubbles. Oh, look. She's tall, isn't she?
Hello. Hi.
Archaeology, that is, dude. That's it, sweep away so you can see the bones. Wow. Is that amazing?
Where's the witch?
Come on, have a look. No carousel. And there's a house, come this way, there's a house of mirrors this way. You can walk into things. Look, listen to me, because right, listen, because you don't know. You've got to be careful, that's it. Look, see, that's a mirror. That's a mirror. Be careful, don't run, because you might hear this way. Is that a mirror? Check it.
No.
Okay, check it, always check it. Could be this way, could be that. Just check the mirrors, don't walk into anything, Arlo. Careful, check the mirrors. Check the mirrors. Are we out? We're out! This way? Ooh, sadly, that's actually what I look like. Not this way. Come on. Look how funny you look in the mirror. Look. Down this one, look at this one. Ooh, wobbly face. We're now going to the pirate park.
Wookey Hole. I think somebody's had a busy day.
So we're back home.
little undersleep. He's had a bit of a full-on day, so the weather is absolutely glorious, isn't it? Unbelievable. Now, we were going to talk about the myth of starting over, so I do want to touch on that. That starting again mindset fucks you up, man. Doesn't serve you. It's like, I've blown it. Time to start again. No. You're not starting again. You're just continuing. It's an ongoing process, right? Because even if you come off it and fail to get back on it the next day, at some point you will get back on it because you'll get that pissed off of it that you're just continuing. You're not starting again. One bad meal, one wobble, it doesn't erase all your progress. And it doesn't undo your wins. It just makes you human. Here's how I break that pattern. Pause. Don't panic. When I slip, I take a breath, not a beating. Ask, what now? Instead of why me. Forward focus only. Just one action will reclaim your day. Water, walk, shake. Something. Stop making your slip so dramatic. One meal didn't make you fat, and one meal won't stop your progress. And if you need to hear this today, you don't need a Monday. You don't need a new week. You just need the next decision to be a better one. That's it. So today reminded me what's waiting for us the other side of fear and excuses. A cave, a laugh, a moment with my son, a life. That's what this journey's about. Not just about dropping weight, but taking your life back. So if you've been hiding, if you've been trying to make yourself smaller to avoid being seen, today's the day you stop. You're not too far gone. You're definitely not broken. And you don't need to start over. Just need to keep moving. I'm Mitch Jones. If you haven't subscribed yet, you know what to do. Ring that ding ding thing. Show us some love. And I'll see you tomorrow for day 27.
On the scale we go, my friend.